Windrunner is the kind of hero that's a lot of fun to play and can be really strong in the right hands. Like if you can land the shackles, you can really utilize that charge, that gust, that wind thing properly. I mean, Seb was showing that at Stockholm, right? It's a perfect
Yeah.
illustration of that. But it's
Forceful
not exactly easy
displacement.
to pull that off so reliably every time. And
No.
that was out of the support position as well, right? So
It
as
was,
a
where it's basically just your responsibility to
yeah,
do that.
as a core,
You can
you
just
still have to kind of do that to have an impact, but you also have to like you can't just dedicate your item build to just enabling that
no.
with blinks and shards. You also need to build damage. So you need
Yep,
so
and
many
especially in
items.
this game.
Yeah, you also need defense because you need a BKB. You need maybe Lotus Orb, like something to keep yourself alive during all of that. Like there's this such a big shopping list that you have.
Yeah,
Um,
it's true. There's a
yeah,
laundry list that she's got to work through, which is, I think, one of the reasons that we don't see her very often outside of like the specialists who know that even if they have a little bit worse of a game, they can still outplay to make up for it. Because
yeah.
she does have those options, and Supreme is a Wind Ranger player. But the innate, like,
30 seconds to
and
battle.
I guess we just have to contrast Supreme with Limp right now. What does Limp do? He builds like a tank. He could get a halberd this game maybe, or he could get a lotus orb. He could get several things that make him tankier, and then he stands in front and he zips around.
Yep.
And he will deal enough damage as long as he gets levels, as long as he's alive. Wind Ranger, no
Oh,
such luck.
Kadara. A nice knowing ya. First blood to go on the way of Aqua straight off the bat.
Yeah. Nice little first blood of the Juggernaut, and that means that he's going to have boots very fast if he wants them. And boots on the Jug is, you can see here, there's boots on the Tiny, just because he wants to be able to outspeed the spin run. But if the Jug just immediately gets boots, no, he chooses against it. Okay. Stay of execution for Ari. But he could have done that. Instead, we get +9 damage, which is nothing to scoff at either. Immediate blades of attack, but different kind of choice.
Well, it's help with last hit, it'll help if you can get your hands on these pesky little Eidolons to try and offset some of that high power. So it also makes sense in that light. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. That voice line. It's like, come on.
Has been killed.
I love their voice lines. I love that we're gonna have them in Div 1 next season. ITB pay a lot of attention to their brand and to their socials, and I just like what they're building. I enjoy it.
It's a good meme game, but it's still like it's an anime thing that's not being said by an anime girl voice. I don't know.
I would rather have it not in an anime girl voice.
Yeah.
I
No, I don't know. It's just subverting expectations, you know. Yeah, we'll see whether they can use those mind games to their advantage going forward. As 4 up top. It's again being bullied a little bit.
sorry, my horse sounds are for the mid lane, where Limp is just wiping the floor with Supreme. Just he's got him by the ankle and is dragging him through the river. That's a full wave of denies, 13 last hits.
Ouch.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean,
Supreme's
once Dimmersoft's
getting
level 3,
shellacked.
like you're not clicking him anymore as a Wind Ranger.
No.
It does, I mean, Supreme has been, but it's literally nothing. Guess we can try and secure some last hits with Power Shot, but it's...
But he doesn't
Yeah,
clear
so
waves
I-
fast
Oh,
enough, so
no.
Limp just waddles over to both sides to get in the room.
Yeah.
So he had time for that. Oh no, you power shot me. No, this is going to be a problem, because Wind Ranger is not really going to overcome this unless he starts hitting all of the power shots right now. He gets really lucky on the rune spawns, etc., or his supports can help him out. Like, that's kind of already it. Like, this Timber is going to be diving the Wind Ranger as soon as he can.
Yeah.
And the supports will need to come in. What are supports gonna do? You're rocking a Chen and a Tiny. Like, the Timber pick is a problem.
Chen has a
Problem and a half.
Stormcrafter though, so at least he can win top lane. The old
Oh,
harpy.
that is very nice.
They nerfed the mana pool quite a bit, but I still have 3 mana regen. And they're gonna have the Basilius, so Pablo can trying to commit to bring this down now, very wisely so, and they'll be able to do just that, but at what cost? A couple more right clicks, Oddtucker with the Metamorphosis, so we'll get a nice little snack for himself up here. Hashtag
Too
worth.
decent, but the creep is gone. S4.
It's 4.
My friend, are you really gonna? No, not this time. Not this time.
Not this time. 150 damage on the Turbolaze, a little bit more than even Dawnbreaker has to offer.
Yeah. Well, a little bit more reach on him as well.
Just a little bit. Not that much, because Dawnbreaker can just toss a hammer in your face and then just chase after it.
True. Oh man, this bot lane is the same kind of slaughter as before though. Jibe is like still at double digits denies.
Enigma Gaming, ladies and gentlemen. So they're owning bottom. They're being owned in mid, I guess. Making up for it somewhat. Because like Timbersaw, even though the mid lane is still that he still fulfills that same role. He's gonna do the same things that an off-lane Timbersaw would do. Just a little bit quicker.
Mm-hmm. So that leaves us at the top lane where S4 is definitely struggling again.
Nice snipe with the Band of Elven skin on it.
Yeah, that's worthwhile. Of course, TB does not mind last hitting under tower one bit.
Oh, yeah.
His creeps are just making S4's life so hard. He wants to do wave shenanigans, drag them around, and Taro is having none of it. The wave is going to stay behind that tower, and S4 is going to take heaps of damage trying to get to it if he wants to. And level 6 has been gotten mid.
2 mud golems. That's 1. That's 2. Pablo taking so much damage just from those. Slow. Yeah, just strike click him down.
Yeah.
Alright. Damn.
Yeah, why not?
More nukes. For some of these golems that are being killed. Find the big one. No. 1, 2. Where's the micro? Come on, Kadaro! What? You had 2 more hurl boulders! You didn't do it! Disappointing. Very disappointed. Not disappointed in this move mid though. Supreme in a lot of trouble, but Ari is there to help out just in the nick of time. Pablo gets tossed back under the tower. Tiny saving lives. Nice fortified too to keep these range creeps from being lasted by the winner.
Yeah, but the fortify was coming the other way as well now. Like Ari is just he'd love to. Yeah. Oh, Limp can attack the tower. Actually, what am I saying? It does not matter. The catapult is alive. Limp's getting tickled. He will keep this aggro for as long as he needs to. I suppose Ari will keep on there. Like he's got 2 waves now. Yeah, Limp won't do it when Supreme shows up.
Still tons of damage being done. Top Osaka.
Limp,
Oh, that's a
Limp.
good rotation.
Yeah.
Just burst it down. Just kill him, lol.
Yeah.
Why not?
You take my waves? Fine, I take your carry. Yeah, this is a monstrous timber pick, and he got some wards as well. Just handed over to him, I think. Yeah, that Limp can play on any side of the map that he wants right now. So he's got these wards. He's gonna put him down somewhere. Nobody can stop him. Good vision. And I wonder if this team is going to return to top now that there's a level 6 on S4. He started recovery phase. Yeah, he is coming to top. I guess it's a good decision because you can't just give this tower to a solo Beastmaster, but you know people are gonna come back to deal with you.
Yeah, certainly getting things done elsewise. I mean, as for you got the last sits, you got the deny on the top tier 1 tower. And all that consequential things considered, but they also got the tier 1 tower on the other side now. So bottom lane is kind of recovered quite a bit with Ari kind of spending a lot of time trying to stabilize mid and keep the Supreme from dying. Juggernaut not so far away from the Terrorblade in terms of network at the moment.
Oh,
Not
it
quite
does
level
need to spin away.
6. Wyvern in a bit of trouble now. Yeah, Tusk back. Mountains on top. Does have some heals to work with. Pablo joining in as well. Aqua kind of wants to go forward. Does have the healing wall to help out. Pablo's presence there with the telekinesis destroying. They'll put an end to this whole affair for the moment.
The lack of damage from ITB's side there. Can't even finish off that Winter Wyvern. It's their early damage is all in his Wind Ranger, and she is still getting shafted. Her tower is gonna fall pretty much any second now.
That damage is very contingent on you hitting power shots. Like,
Yeah.
you got the javelin now, but even that's not going to do enough with focus fire at the moment.
That should help.
More pings mid. Limp wants it. I don't think he has to be afraid of anything right now. Got a cloak. Once this tower falls, he's gonna have the hood finished. Who's gonna touch him?
Nobody, certainly not with the rest of the team even coming in to help out. Really want to make sure that they get this down and they don't have it denied away from them sneakily. So.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I respect this aqua rotation, but I don't even think it was necessary.
Arrow inside the jungle, trying to TP out, but not successful. And also get some of his army. Limb's courier somehow dies to some Terrorblade loot. Okay. Sure what that was about. Must have been
I
on the-
presume
oh,
he
must
put
have
it
been
in
on
the shop.
Yeah,
Yes.
didn't have the shot.
And
At least he
some
didn't buy
egg
the fell on the courier, so
Yeah.
we can go pick up and pick it up there and finish the hood. Oh man.
that would have been pretty funny.
Yeah.
No, probably got A clicked into the triangle. Walked by, ate the donkey. That works.
Asking this sees Ari. Set up for a Juggernaut who has
One slash.
Javelin, but doesn't quite get ready for the third
Well,
tower.
Taro then.
Yeah, just kill him
Oh,
instead.
they're not
Oh,
gonna
the stomp! The stomp from the centaur! Not enough. He tried his best.
Will be one less centaur then. No, actually is.
That's his centaur. Just walk
And-
it
but
off. What?
What?
Oh, black hole.
That
All
was
right.
impossible. Yeah, that's a tip.
Radiant's courier makes the ultimate sacrifice.
Limp should not be able to die, but he got tossed
Hold
back.
and click
Yeah.
by Terrorblade, I guess. Not ready for that.
Everything, kitchen sink.
Oh. God, Rubik's a power shot now. The old Pablo Rubik, by the way, I've missed this.
Oh yeah, like
It's been
I love
way
hovering
too-
over the range on power shot on Rubik because you can't actually see it. It's not
you
on
have
your
to zoom
screen.
out on the mouse max.
Yes.
Have you seen like a Tusk Agdam's kick on Rubik? Because that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Is he-
Because
I-
Tusk stands right next to them, but Rubik,
Uh-huh.
he can sit where he is and then kick someone out of the roach pit.
Yeah,
It's
it's fantastic.
hilarious.
Again,
Yeah.
the mechanics are completely correct, and the visuals are bold.
Yeah. Ari, nice catch. Simply establishing himself as National King for the next couple of minutes at the very least, though. He's trying to clean through the Chen
Yeah.
army.
I guess I should have told him that, like, you know, what can even kill him right now was hypothetical and he didn't need to demonstrate. But yeah, the black hole is down. The Terrorblade is going to be away from the action as much as he possibly can, unless, of course, like he gets an opportunity like that again. And that should give Limp indeed free reign again, as you said. But who knows? ITB have been known to find these opportunities in the previous game as well.
Yeah. We have these bells, might as well use them. So wouldn't be surprised to see them like try and get a little bit cheeky here once the black hole becomes available again. Until then, it is perfectly happy to just try and give up the tier 1 tower up top. Still very healthy, so it's gonna take a while for Lim to just chew through that one. In the meantime, of course, Jibba is farming up the jungle. Terrorblade is farming up the other side of the map. He's looking to finish that Manta style.
Dire's top tower is
Maybe not. Maybe he's switching straight to the scouting.
Yeah, sure, for farm speed, straight into Scotty. And versus the lineup that you have here, which is 3 melee cores, that is definitely desirable. Like, you do get to hold the high ground once you have that. But that's, of
It's
course,
just-
it
mega
allows you
valuable
to
game.
stand. Yeah.
It's mega valuable against the Timber Saw, the Wyvern Heal, the Juggernaut Wall too.
is under attack.
Mm-hmm. Yep, huge. Of course, all of the stats on your illusions
Dire
as
should
well.
look to their top
But
tower.
I don't think that Goon Squad are aiming to make this game very long at all. I'm looking at S4's build right now. He's got Vlad's
Dire's
into
top tower
Blink.
is under attack.
They're aiming to bring this Juggernaut in fast, get him opportunities,
Have fortified their
and get him pushing with the team.
So we say Gibbs, Black Hole comes off cooldown, immediately they
Yep.
smoke up. Punish somebody somewhere. Could potentially just toss in Jibba. I don't know what's
Love to
going
get
on
Linus
here to
again.
see. Oh, beautiful shackle.
Just roar in the flank.
Just about to die. No Black Hole being committed though. Not just yet.
But it
Limp
can't.
gets to live through this. Not quite enough.
I think the problem is because you go on limp there, both of the cancels are sort of standing on the side like, yeah, you're gonna hold him, you're gonna hold him. I'm saying both when Pablo is also there with a lift and an avalanche.
is under
And he's got Aether Lens because he's rich like that.
It's kind of smoke. They sneak past. It's wild with
Jibba.
Scout. Jibba. There's a blink reveal as for finds. So that bit of heal coming through, but gonna change anything here. Is ITB is on the way out. In this room, we'll keep the Wind Ranger going and a bit of a shackle. Didn't quite find the connection to Autaka from the side. Bit of an avalanche.
sorry.
And that's a lot of damage coming in. Limp, all of a sudden, super low health. Only finds a quick little chain. And okay, with that. Oh, what? Power shot. Not enough. Not hitting even.
Oi!
That was a bit awkward. Ari now trouble. There's a Thunder. Can
Got in
Ari
Aqua.
down Autaka? Can he turn this one? They can on Pablo.
Yeah?
Huh. Another one of these really weird fights where you think, alright, the fight's over now, it's fine. They walk away from each other and it's like, no, we keep fighting. We equalize it.
They do keep fighting. Yeah, the sustain that Chen brings in there as well is like this sort of instant damage that you get out of Goon Squad because they don't have any right click damage at all, right? It's all series of spells. Oh no, he doesn't have a...
Okay, Wyvern dies. Autaka still lives. Aqua doesn't know much to work with still, and that's just enough to finish the job. Now Shackle connects on Timber, so a couple of Melson procs coming through, jumps right into Jibba, follow up Avalanche, and maybe just enough damage to finally get the kill on the Timber. Okay,
Yeah? Hey,
why not? I mean, just you know he doesn't have Thunder, so you can just curse him and then set up for a kill.
yeah, it's true. It's a little bit of a shame that it has to cost Limp there. I do think that he can retreat to the other side, because unlike in the earlier fights, he does not have the full Timber Chain, but... Like, I think he thinks they can fight.
It's fine. They got 322 gold overall on the side of Goon
Oh,
Squad.
yeah. Worth.
Yeah.
No?
I mean, ITB got more, but still, it's
Nobody cares. You know, the wildest thing right now is that Pablo is playing a pretty good Rubik game with a lot of farm, but he's 0-5 and 5. Suddenly doesn't feel like one.
it's one of the easiest ones to kill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not the easiest one. Everyone else has some sort of nonsense that you have to deal with first.
I like nonsense. DK Trimmer usually says shenanigan.
It is nonsense. I mean, Timbersaw, the whole hero
It is.
concept is nonsense.
Yeah.
You have to win the
Confirmed.
Wyvern who's like, I'll curse you, I'll call them raise myself,
Yeah.
and then just have to sit there for a while longer. Juggernauts don't even have to talk about the spin and the Omni.
Exactly.
And Beast
But I
Spells.
do think, especially
Oh,
in
yeah.
this game, like, you look up nonsense in the dictionary, there's a picture of a limp.
still doing quite well for himself overall. Killed a couple of times where he maybe didn't need to, but he's not fallen off a cliff just yet. Like he's got the
No.
sword ready to go, which is like pretty useful item in this game, eventually.
Yeah, and goonsquad are using his hero as a literal battering ram right now.
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, that gets dented sometimes. There's a... Ooh, yes.
Found the way in. Oh, live.
Acidic punish.
Looking forward, the Blink Raw comes through. Supreme healed up a little bit by the mech, by the ultimate from Kitaharo, and that means he'll be able to walk away. Aqua is something that's not doing all that much. Now, a bit of a thunder coming through. Autocorrect clicking away with the Scotty already completed. Aqua trying to leave, gets body blocked by Limp. The healing ward's still going though, despite the Scotty, it's just enough to keep him going. 1-for-1 trade so far, but
Radiant's
Limp
bottom tower is in danger.
looking for more.
Sort of short on mana.
Fights are so decisive here.
Yeah, that's what a lack of damage looks like. Every time a fight looks like this, you can just, and you can do this with any co-caster. If they don't say lack of damage after a fight like this, you just put on your German Twitch. You look, ah, I see. Das ist eine lack of damage. Ja,
Lack auf ewig. Kein Schaden.
kein Schaden. Exactly. Like, and especially when there's kiting abilities and maybe a little bit light on the lockdown as well. Like, over on the side of ITB, you basically got the Tiny as your reliable lockdown, and then hopefully Shackle Shot if it hits. And over on the other side, it's Lift and Roar. Like, neither of the teams are swimming in damage right now. goonsquad being very instant, ITB being very poor in general.
Yeah.
So, lack of lockdown means they can kite what little damage there is, and then the damage that there is. Huh. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's some grumbling outside. And
Grumbling?
if there's a lightning storm, there is a possibility that a tree falls on my electricity line. So I do have to contractually warn you that.
What if it's not a grumbling bear or something outside your cabin?
No. Like, the biggest predator lives in, like, the house right across. That's my father-in-law.
Alright.
Bears don't dare. I mean, it's true though. I was witness to squirrel murder yesterday. Like,
What?
with basically the hunter equivalent of a sniper rifle. Yeah, because you know what the squirrel did?
What?
My father-in-law has been trying to grow hazelnut trees, and he's spent a lot of time collecting hazelnuts, and he has them in a little bucket
Yeah.
by the house in all these little pots. He had like 100 of them.
Squirrel
the
was stealing
squirrel-
the hazelnuts?
Yes,
Oh,
came from the opposite end of the yard, run across, grabbed one hazelnut, ran back. And there's a whole smithy there with like hazelnut peels.
Yeah.
Father-in-law is the best hunter on this side of Finland. You know how Finns shoot? Yeah, it's
great
a shame
prejudice.
that squirrel used so many drugs and drank so much.
Oh man.
Died young. It's a shame.
Oh no. Poor little squirrel.
I'm sorry.
Oh, why would you have to At least you were tactful enough not to tell that story last game. Which was
Actual hoodwink. No, like, don't mess with Finnish farmers. Just don't.
Sounds like good advice. Kadaro just takes all on these man. Does it up drop in here? The roar comes through. Is the score not enough to survive? With this curse, Autocorrect turns on his teammates. People do exchange, but Supreme looking for more. Shiver. That's Black Hole doesn't need it for Pablo. Flicking away.
Yeah.
Turns out, maybe this Terrorblade is pretty strong at this point.
Yeah. Like if they're ready to just throw him at the muzzle, and he's building a BKB as well. Like, he is fully ready for the fight, and Aqua can't really stand up against him right now. He would need the full Mjolnir to make an impact here, and he's not nearly there yet.
A bit problematic. I mean, sure, he can still kind of jump to the backlines and love supports like he did, but ultimately it's not going to win you the fights.
Not at all. And Limp's impact is definitely waning now. Yeah, sure, he's still pretty much as unkillable as he was before, but by now his damage is getting to the point where he's semi-ignorable. So, you know, he's chasing you around, but you can just chase other people around, and you see that in the deaths of the supports right now, the deaths of S4s. They can ignore Limp's damage and go for the juicy targets instead.
Yeah.
That point has now
Dire's
happened.
bottom tower is under attack.
See them being able to like change that, or still saw from this point on just being assigned to the utility person.
Not to the utility whatsoever. Like, he still has a bunch of scaling left to do. He's bought a Kaya right now, which is a really good damage improvement. You're going to get to the shard still, to the Aghanim Scepter. You could buy a Hex later on, for example. There's tons of things for him to do here to contribute on an offensive front. But he will need items now to do that with, and not just levels.
Getting some kills. Allow them to get those items. There's a smoke around. Still pushing bottom, so forcing out some sort of reaction from ITB. Well, looking for someone else in the jungle, and they are connecting with Jibba. They actually want to use the raw there. Didn't feel like they needed it.
It's the nature of the beast.
Yeah,
correct.
and this is very experienced play. This is something that ITB would have a lot of trouble pulling off because they have to talk about it too much. But hey, we leave our Aegis Jug on bot and we smoke cross map with 3 while pretending we're all sitting there.
Yeah.
That's a ballsy move, and pays off with a really good entrance skill here. And now they can get towers without fearing for an immediate black hole.
So smart because like we're crushing ITB enough that they need someone to respond to it. It's still an Aegis Jug, and you don't want to bring everybody in overcommit. You just want to hold the base. So everyone else is kind of trying to get value elsewhere.
Because you believe that it's a 5v5. Yeah. It's all about the information game.
I had lots
This
of
is one of the
freaking
things-
wars.
Yeah. I mean,
Wars
as
winning.
far as had a lot of criticism, like for me as well, and like the way that he played initiators, for example, picking the wrong fights, or how his reflexes seemed not quite up to par anymore. But this kind of stuff on this hero, he's probably still one of the best in the world. Like, he invented these tricks. You cannot cite the deep magic to him.
Yeah. Well, 5-man smoke from ITB now.
Tower is under attack.
Looks like there's no Aegis anymore, so I thought maybe we can find something, but this movement a little bit too obvious for goonsquad to fall victim to. Instead, they huddle up as 5 as well. Okay, there's some vision here. There's seeing some moves forward.
Tower is under attack.
And they're fanned out nicely as well, right? The two supports, especially in that previous moment, did not want to be in the same place.
Bomb connected on Kadaro here, but they got the
It's
drums.
just Otakar. They can't do anything about Otakar right now. They were maneuvering around to hope that they wouldn't have to deal with this man, and instead he's right here. Oh, they're so annoyed right now.
Smoke to escape. Shackle doesn't quite connect, but Taka now right on top of his wall.
Grace flanking. Look at that.
Oh, that's a nice avalanche. Get something else done with that. Looks like they're still chasing, but there's the wind curse. Gonna get rid of the Chen.
Nice.
Dream has a DD move. And then
Oh, that's what
the
you're gonna get
roar!
for the Lotus Orb.
Sun on the Lotus Orb. Otakar, though, he's still undercover with BKB. The Black Hole connects everybody. He's clicking away, but he has to run away from Aqua here on the slash. Ready to go.
Hit him?
Can he even get to use it? He gets stunned up. Otakar's dead, but so is the Juggernaut. Limp in front.
Ooh.
Last man standing here is Wyvern, also going to get picked off on the side. Supreme and Ari working together to make that happen. Indeed, they lost their carry, but they got virtually everyone else.
Yeah. Another 2k gold squing, and they can hunt now. The only thing that they didn't take, actually they're getting the creep wave with them as well, so they can push towers here too. This is a win for them, plain and simple.
Yep.
And
That's one.
that flanking move from Ari was beautiful. He comes from the side around the trees, immediately plants vision, gets to see that there's nobody there, and then jumps across the trees to get 3. And that is the moment where goonsquad have to turn, because if they don't turn at that point, they'll lose the same amount of heroes, but they don't even get anything in return.
Yeah. Have to turn into a black hole. Didn't have any
Of
cancels
course,
left.
because the roar is spent there, the winter's curse is spent there. He waited it out perfectly.
A little bit too far forward here. Takes another curse. to his face and trying to click away at him from range here. Trying to be a bit too safe perhaps, as those all being saved by the heals at the moment. Enough intervention
Of
to
just
be
safe enough, actually.
yeah.
Yeah. Aqua has decided to go for the Skadi of his own first. So picking stats and survivability and probably the ability to run down members of ITB, nullifies some of that heal coming out from the Chen, over his ability to actually go man to man with the TP right now.
Kind of tough call to make, because like
Radiant's bottom
late game
tower is under
engagements
attack.
against a team like ITB, they're probably happy to try and like restrict the overall teamfight area to a very the overall teamfight to a very small area where Terrorblade can reach everyone with the metamorphosis. We have limited ways of punishing that. I mean, even the Winter's Curse, yeah, sure, you can. Your options are to hit someone next to Terrorblade, and that's a kill.
Always for.
Nice catch.
Yeah, that's a shame.
You of all
This is, they have to answer in force now, right? Supreme has to be here. Oh, as Water coming forward as well. But this is different from the Dawnbreaker game. Look at how many people are top right now because there was a Beastmaster top. Like, sure, they got sight of some other heroes here who had invaded, but they would have most likely been mostly here anyway, not on the bot side of the map.
Yeah.
So this is much less efficient than it was the last time, and Goon Squad can split push much more efficiently than before. I want to use a different word than efficient because I didn't want to repeat myself, and instead I say more better, which is
More better, yes. More
eloquent.
Good. Yes, Pablo also ends up being one shot there by Harry, and bottom lane still pushing in anyway, just naturally at the moment. In favor of ITB, and guess what? Rosha's respawns, so this is a good time for them.
Yeah, and like, what? Aqua? Yeah, very good. You push only this way, it's gonna shove itself now. You should watch that in your replays, by the way. Cut only that way, it's gonna push itself. And then comes to mid, but unfortunately he is not in time, because, yeah, the amount of single target damage that ITB can deal right now is absolutely ridiculous. And, you know, we haven't really talked about Supreme, because we just sort of went down his laundry list at the start, and then, you know, forgot about him for a while. I think he's got most of it completed, yeah.
We can always upgrade, right? You can always just get better stuff. But yeah, he's got all the basic ingredients, right? He's got the shot for some extra utility, he's got the blink for mobility, and just enabling the shackles. Lincoln Sphere to protect himself somewhat, and then this Maelstrom to right damage on the focus fire.
And for the most bang for your buck way to do this as well, you have the slots. Buy the 2 smaller items, because upgrades are expensive.
Also got Brigand's Blade, which is not the worst item for a Windrunner at all.
Oh yeah, it's quite great. Hey, you attack. Your attacks deal no damage, but go really fast. Well, allow me.
Yeah. A lot of extra on top. They start dropping low with Aqua. Going down here, they're catching glimpses of him.
Oh, what a weight on his shoulders. He needs to spin TP, and he's got 3, 2, 1.
Blink shackle though, it's too late.
Can't believe it.
I see your face palm right there.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
but not a facepalm in a like, what did he do? More like, oh, that sucks so bad. Yeah, your team gets Shadaro.
Yay.
Yay.
And the zombie.
I don't know. I think that must be how the dinosaurs felt when the meteor was coming for them. Like,
At least I don't have to suffer my neighbor.
Like, you know it's coming. You want to do something. It's inevitable.
Gotta look for the bright side, you know. Never liked the Triceratops next door anyway. Deserves it.
He just stamps all over my vegetable garden. Tenzi did nothing. I mean, some of the laundry list over on the side of Goon Squad is also getting completed. We got the Ags now over on S4, so actual high ground taking is once again going to be very hard for ITB. Like they got a siege hero right now, but it's stacking axis damage, and he has good mana regen on him now as well. And S4 will always be rocking the clarity, of course.
Last game they were able to deal with that by Supreme just playing a highly mobile hero. Like he was just constantly jumping in and out on the Void Spirit. Can't really do the same thing on the Windrunner. I mean, sure, you can jump in, but when you do that, it's a lot more committal. Especially if you're jumping into the base.
I mean, to be fair, Supreme committed really hard a bunch of times in the previous game anyway. Like, he had no...
Link committed on though. Link is broken, rolled up. Easy kill off there. Nice. 5 against 1.
Yeah,
Just
made a paper.
Rubik. I mean, look at this range. He's even got the psychic headband.
Oh, and the Ags, of course, because yeah, more range.
It's insane.
I'm zoomed out completely, constantly. Otherwise, I can't see where this man's going or what he's doing. I wonder if he like plays zoomed out.
If only he could, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't see the proper edge of power shot anymore. You can see it on the top right, like
Yeah. I mean, I just saw that one go, like I think a third of the map, just straight up.
it goes from like the
DD on the TB.
TB. Can you get to use it here with the metamorphosis being used? Goodbye, Winter Wyvern gets a curse out at the very least, and a couple of right clicks, just enough to kill off Tiny Babs with the follow-up. Yes, that's how the DD works against ya. Random courier in the middle, but well. Don't distract them for too long. It's PD has ended. Article really laughs. Also Aegis for 20 seconds. Thunder to work with, but it's so awkward to go high ground. Even without the Beast Master, just a constant spam from the other heroes.
Especially Pablo, right? The fact that it's base damage reduction and you're a stat-based hero, so all you do for damage is just build Agi. Very awkward. It's still just 45% off. That's a great discount if you're Goon Squad.
Now has Avalanche and Power Shot. That's a lot of nuke in power, isn't it?
Yep. It feels like everybody is playing Dota2 and Pablo is playing a custom.
Yeah. Just playing ability draft.
Yeah. Some range hacks on top.
Yeah.
Hanskin with the Blink Dagger, by the way. A lot less flashy than his compatriot, but very important here because again, like Pablo has the range, but Hanskin needs to be able to get up close to the black hole from whatever angle it's going to happen.
Yep.
This is his tool for that.
There's a Lincoln 300 Enigma though, and the BKB, so
Tower is under attack.
it's a little bit problematic. Cannot trigger that Lincoln's first fight with something. You really can't.
Yeah,
if he's already going unless you want to use raw and with his curse.
Yep. Which would leave, for example, the TV free to sunder whoever he wants.
So far, Hanskin has been able to use that Winter's Curse quite well. Just on the target, any target next to the Terror. Just kind of reduce the numbers that way. But it gives you the reset, gives you the ability to reposition, to consider, hey, do we want to take a fight after this? Do we have to follow up or not? And either way, you're gonna get the kill on top.
Laid.
Pretty much no matter what, yeah.
Man, how is Ari so like, I understand it on a Zeus, on like a physical level, but hard. Okay, got Pablo.
Still committing here with the Wyvern. First target, Supreme bringing her down, roar the back. Try and keep the Terrorblade away as Pablo gets taken down. Line hole from Shebek, catches 1-2. That's full of damage. Well, there it is coming in now from Artica. Goodbye, Aqua. And that's the Windscores once again, but the fight's already lost. Jen Steph will not change that. Supreme, but playing around with Limp a little bit. Sunder for no real great effect, I think. Similar health levels, but hey, dead is dead anyway. Just styling on him.
And as awkward as that start felt with Ari just sort of bumbling into them, the fact that they get to find Pablo in the river immediately after is huge. Both of the supports not being there for the fight at all. Oh no.
Buys himself a few extra seconds to call the brace, consider his life choices.
Yeah, and his buyback choices.
That too. Buyback, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
That
was it, and the Illus are already on the bot tracks. Like, as much as we've been focusing on Goon Squad's ability to make plays here, like, ITB hasn't really had to make any. They just have to have Otaka show up, and then Goon Squad's like, yeah, about that. Can we not?
Guys, this is unfair. It's like when you play football, and then someone's your older brother comes in, who's playing in the club. It's like, yeah, let me just casually play with you guys. And he just always gets the ball and always scores, you know? Come on, man.
Yeah. But it is
fair.
kind of wild because Goon Squad are still, you know, especially to me, like, and it probably feeds into my bias here, right? I've worked with Limp, like, I know these guys. I made my career in Dota on studying the team that made S4 big.
Yeah.
I know his tricks, but these have actually both been very convincing, the economical shutouts from ITB. They're looking at a 25k net worth deficiency again.
Yeah.
And as much as we were talking about the fragility of this Wind Ranger, she hasn't really died all that lot. She's been mostly left to farm in peace.
211 is Queen's gonna playing a perfect winter in the game, kind of keeping back and picking your fights when you don't have the items, and then once you do get the items, you can just shift your playstyle accordingly.
Come on,
Right,
Kidaro.
That's not your silent map, buddy. You get that one for free before Roshan. It's a bit of heals coming through that you don't necessarily have, unless you want to buy it back.
They have the Wyvern they can fight here, but it's tricky. I do think that they have to fight here, like if you lose this one, you lose the game. This guy with the hawk.
They have an idea that something's there, but pass from the tiny. There we go, the power shot to clear the hawk. Roshan not really falling as quickly. They're not committing in. Autaka sitting on the outside currently.
ITB groups in here. Hanskin can single-handedly keep his team game.
Gets you path, immediately runs away.
That is super scary though, because if you don't run fast enough there, you can get lifted to the other side of the pit.
There you go. Engagement has to follow up. Juggernaut protected by the low just one time. Roshan out, back in, smoke to obfuscate positioning someone. Red light looking for an angle on the side. Gonna keep an eye on the Hanskin though, as there it is, the roar up on the Terrorblade. Jibber goes in, and that's control, that's damage! Juggernaut kept alive on the Winter Wyvern. Hanskin off to the side, is it enough? It is not. He has to buy back to Blackout stole by Rubik. Not actually connecting on anybody though. Pablo is dead. Supreme with the jump forward. Should be able to finish Hanskin in a moment. And Limp, all he can do is look on. Watching his team buy back, trying to find a way into this area again, but they're just putting in one by one, not really able to do much. Full attacks with the wind kind of blowing him back, and now S4 caught outside the base. Just relentless aggression now from ITB. SL looking from one to the other. Aqua not even able to make his way out. Supreme working out, but it's actually Autaka who gets the last kill. Beyond Godlike's free to end the game. They are forced to call it here. ITB not Goon Squad out. And very convincing too.
Yeah, absolutely. This was like as scrappy as game one looked. Like they clearly learned the right lesson.